The Israeli Army is a melting pot for citizens of all backgrounds and abilities, and even disabilities. Many physically challenged young adults are doing everything they can to integrate into the IDF, and the Army is doing everything it can to accommodate them.
Induction Day for the Israeli Defense Forces. It happens 3 times a year. For tens of thousands of young teenagers, it's a defining moment, the transition into military service and all the risks and responsibilities that it entails. Men serve for at least 3 years, women for 21 months. It's the Israeli way of life, part of growing up for the normal and healthy. But what happens to those who don't fit the mold and are a little different? Wheelchair-bound Private Orel said, when she received her call-up papers like every young school graduate, she never believed for one moment that she would soon be in uniform serving her country. Orel says she was at first rejected for duty on physical grounds, but when she later volunteered, the army welcomed her and encouraged her to enlist. Orel today serves at an army base at Sde Boker in the Negev as a Gadna youth cadet commander. Here she is conducting an exercise to promote unit cohesion and trust amongst the recruits, who are all final year high school students, on the week-long pre-army cadet program. Orel is a member of a small group of disabled volunteers who are part of the regular staff at this IDF base. According to Lieutenant Boaz, the deputy base commander, despite the volunteers' physical disabilities, as training instructors, they perform as well and in some cases better than their normal counterparts. Lieutenant Boaz said the young cadets are further motivated to excel by the tenacity of their commanders. Captain Ifat Ben Chai of the IDF Induction Authority said it's IDF policy to allow everyone to serve and contribute according to their ability. IDF service is later a springboard to a successful career and civilian life, she added, and the disabled should not be left out. Ben Chai explained that volunteers are regarded as quality soldiers who are assigned to all branches of the army and are particularly well represented in the intelligence corps. She said that the military will go out of its way to make sure that the volunteers are assigned jobs for which they are suited to carry out.
Let's say that if I hadn't do it, I would probably miss something about me learning about myself. But I can't know because I did it. I know that my disabilities can prevent me doing many things in the army, like using a weapon. Not using, I know how to use a weapon, but to carry a weapon when I walk around like the other commanders here. And one of my biggest dreams is to teach the people who come, to teach them how to use a weapon.
Coincidentally, adjacent to the Sde Boker army base is Kibbutz Sde Boker, the home of Israel's first Prime Minister, David Ben-Gurion, who said, besides its military role, a primary task of the IDF is to serve as a melting pot to unify and educate Jewish youth returning to Israel from all corners of the world. Little did he know, 50 years later, this concept would also include the disabled and handicapped. Dennis Zinn, IBA News.